What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're feeling fantastic today. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just fantastic, Cancer. The fantastic seems to be the word of the day here, Cancer. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. Now, the purpose of this channel, for those of you who have Cancer in your placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, wherever, Cancer, this one's for you. And I do tarot card spreads based off our ruler here, the good old Moon. And I'll talk about what sign she's in, what phase she's in, and when she's going void, of course, just all of those lunar shenanigans, Cancer. And I've been reading up on this book here recently, and I've been loving the insights that I've been getting. A lot of cool stuff here, Cancer. But one other thing, Cancer, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you. Leave the rest with me. Never force reading on a situation, and everything will be dope, Cancer. Just hang with me, Cancer. Now, let's jump into it. You know what it is, Cancer? We've crossed into this, this new calendar year. We're feeling the energy's feeling pumped. We're feeling excited. It's going to be fantastic. See, word of the day. Jeez. Cancer, your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Optimistic, Cancer. Just great energy all around here. And Cancer, happy Mars Day. Mars rules over Tuesdays. Hope you're feeling energetic, ready to tackle the day there, Cancer. You know, when you think about Mars energy, Cancer, I was just thinking about that while I was kind of doing some meditating. And, Mars can be seen as this sometimes in a lower octave, as this aggressive, kind of domineering type of energy. But Mars really is that drive to action. It takes the thought and it makes it happen. So, Mars energy, this Mars day, think about the ways that you can take action there, Cancer. The things that you want to start up, maybe you've been wanting to start up that course. Cancer, I feel like this would be a great thing to think about too while we're in void of course energy, because the moon is going void of course today, Cancer. And I'm gonna somehow I'm gonna tie it all together, Cancer. So just watch me work. But the moon is gonna be going void of course at about 5:13 p.m. and that'll be Eastern time. And that might be changing here soon, Cancer. And she will be moving from Virgo into Libra. Not might be, will be. But will be moving from Virgo into Libra at about 7:46 p.m. So we're looking at about a 2 hour and 33-minute void of course time there, Cancer. And this is a great energy for just kind of recharging your batteries. We take on so many energies, Cancer. And I was just kind of feeling with that being Mars Day as well. Doing and even coupling with Virgo energy. What are some things that you can do that just can uplift your energies, that get you feel more energized? Maybe you've been wanting to make more time for walks. Maybe you've been wanting to learn how to sew. Maybe you've been wanting to do some fixing up around the house. Maybe learn how to do, I don't know, caulking or painting, or maybe you're redoing your roof, whatever that's looking like, Cancer. I don't know where that. I mean, we are associated with the home space there, Cancer, being the fourth house. So I mean, I'm with it, but oh, hold on, Cancer. Let me grab this card here. Thank you. But yeah, the void of course is just a time to recharge your batteries, go within, do some deep breathing, just kind of reconnect with yourself, find that oneness, how you connect with source, and just clear your energies out, because it can be a lot, Cancer. I especially notice when I first get off from my side gig and I'll get into like meditation, and before I get into the readings, and it is like there's so much energy that you're just kind of swimming in. It's just like, whew. Yeah, like that's so this is, I feel like, considering that we are ruled by the fastest, we'll say planet, she's a luminary, but fastest planet in the solar system there, Cancer. Well, in our solar system, that that's a lot of energies to have to process the different signs and different phases within a like 29-day span there, Cancer. So it is a good time to just kind of check in with yourself. Also, you may notice too that your plans may be subject to unexpected changes during this time, and that people may be less likely to make decisions during this time there, Cancer. I remember reading once where the astrologers won't even make decisions during the whole day of the void, of course, because it is too that energy, Cancer, when the moon forms her last aspect with the sign. Now, when I calculate it, I do include the in conjunctions too. I'm debating about whether I want to do that or not because it is based off of like the main ones as far as like conjunctions, oppositions, trines, sextiles, and squares. But so the time can vary depending on that. But it's just a time when the moon doesn't make any more energy with the planet, and so yeah, just unplug there, Cancer. But also, we are in a disseminating moon in Virgo energy there, Cancer, or waning gibbous phase there. And I feel this kind of ties nicely to now that we're on the reflective half of the lunar cycles here now, specifically in Virgo. Virgo energy is a very analytical one. They're ones that can get things organized, they have a very, being Mercury ruled, they have a very high functioning intelligence, but it's more methodical in Virgo than it is, let's say, in Gemini, where their energies are a little more kind of scattered in a sense, but both deal with that. I feel like intelligence, but also I feel with Virgo and Gemini energy, there can be that stress just because after the moon, Mercury's moving pretty fast as well. And so I feel like this can kind of help you find where there are some stressors in your life there, Cancer, and how can we learn to start letting some things go, and what can we do to change to fill in that stress with something more constructive, but and I feel too, this is a great energy for just looking at your routines, because that's a big thing with Virgo as well. How can we work more efficiently in our lives and be more effective as far as like when it's time to work and when it's time to have some fun there, Cancer. And I even feel too a good energy just to make sure to look over your health. How's our sleep looking like there, Cancer? I could use for a little more sleep. Or how's your diet looking? Have we been making time to move the body? When was the last time you really kind of checked in to see what the body needs? So I feel like a very present, very mindful energy that comes through. And now that we're getting from that kind of full moon in Cancer energy where we were more intuitive, internal, and emotional, now we can kind of gear it towards how those emotions translate into the physical body there, Cancer. So just a little something to think about there. I like that. But the last little few things there, Cancer, these readings that I do, they're not gender specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations. And then the decks that I'm working with, I got a bunch to unveil with you, Cancer. I got like 3 new Oracle decks for you, and I think a couple of tarot decks too. So look out for that there, Cancer. It's about to get exciting. But links will be included for all of them down in the description box, so check that out. Also down below are some links for some readers that I really do enjoy watching their, Cancer. Check them out. You know, I've been really thinking about that too, just like how, with all the sources that are out there for you, Cancer, it is nice to have a good variety of of opinions and things that you watch, but I feel like try to as well to be mindful of getting inundated in the opinions, and making sure to formulate your own opinion from these other opinions that you have, to do some Virgo energy, to apply some real kind of critical thinking to what it is that you're processing and how you want to integrate that into your routine as well. But these are the people that I'd say personally for me have really left some sort of strong impact, one way or another. And I feel like paying attention to how they do make you feel there, Cancer, because that is a big part for us as well there. But also, there's some links for a couple of astrologers that I like watching their, Cancer, so definitely check them out. And I'm going to start, I've been, with being sort of like the end of the year type of stuff, like I've been getting all that types of things in order. I'm starting to include some like sources that I like watching. I'm going to include some podcasts that I like listening to, just all those good things, Cancer. So definitely check that out. But let's go ahead and get into your first energy or your general energy here, Cancer. And I like this. We had this card before. They had the affirmation for healing the heart there, Cancer. And I like this because I feel that really does tie in well with this Virgo energy, with the routines and things. Now that we've had a time to, we've had all this build up there, Cancer, these challenges, these celebrations, these milestones, and now I feel like it's in this waning, it's reflecting on now that we've integrated whatever this download is that we got from source. Now it's receiving and listening to what your body is wanting and being receptive to those signals. Because I was listening to someone when I was going for a walk actually earlier today, and they were talking about the moon phases, and she had said this in a way that really resonated with me, and it was looking at the new moon phases even as instead of an energy of forcing something to happen there, because you can't really force anything to grow. It is being receptive to nature. Even when you think about like gardening, certain you may want to be able to grow, and my horticulture isn't that broad that yet there, Cancer, but you may want to grow peppers in, like, I don't know, in a place that you can't do it, let's say in the mountains or something. And so you have to listen to the land, and this whole metaphor is just time to listen into what your body needs, what it wants to manifest. It doesn't want to create something, doesn't want to have a career shift, doesn't want to do a job change, location change, an emotional change. What is that energy looking like, and being in that sort of more feminine, like lunar energy, as far as like, yeah, that receptive. And even thinking about too, Cancer, and this is something that I kind of got out of just thinking about these things. It's just like, the relationship between the sun and the moon is, the moon reflects the sun's light at different angles and different energies. And so it's like our unconscious self integrate, it's like how we process that, of how we see ourselves in different light there, Cancer. And I feel this healing heart energy. Just, I like how this ties together very nicely. And I feel like this is a big thing kind of leading up to where we're going to have that new moon in Capricorn here. Oh, goodness, Cancer, almost in about 9 days, little over a week. So I feel this is a great energy too, to just, again, kind of check in with how your because I feel that your home spaces can be a reflection of your internal space, there, Cancer. And how are you doing it internally? How's that reflecting externally? And I feel like just making things like, I like how they're like, burning some, we'll say some sage here, Cancer. But I like how they're burning some sage, kind of freshening up the energies. I don't know, doing, just checking in with yourself, Cancer, and doing really embodying this kind of void of course energy. And just, but let me get some tarot on this, Cancer. Get some details. Very kind of Queen of Cups, Empress type of energy going through there. Thank you. Well, yeah, let's see what's happening here, Cancer. Interesting. All right, Cancer. So you have the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and then the World card here, Cancer. With this Three of Pentacles here, because this can be a card of, the Three of Pentacles is like that quality work there, Cancer, and I feel that we can only really make the best use of our resources here when we do take time to heal the heart there, to kind of process all the energies that are coming out. And it's very interesting too here, Cancer, because I feel with this Ten of Swords and Ten of Wands that there's a need to start closing out some cycles here, as far as like things that have been maybe burdening your mind there for a while, that have been, and that's interesting, because it's like the Ten of Swords can be this card of betrayal. And it's like, I feel for some there's asking this question of how maybe our thought process have betrayed us in a sense. How have we turned something that not saying it wasn't a harmful situation or something that made you feel some type of way, Cancer, but how has it turned to a way where it feels like it's keeping us pinned down in a sense, where it's become this heavy weight that you're shouldering here? Up, see this witch carrying all these brooms up this. Looks like she's going up a mountain there, Cancer. When she'd probably just fly each of them up there, huh? But you know what I'm getting at, Cancer. But I do feel though, Cancer, there is a difference, and being mindful of this difference where, because the Seven of Cups can be this card of escapism, and we can. I feel this healing heart is looking for healing heart is we're looking for these long term fixes, and not like, in being mindful of just like quick sort of like immediate release. And it's not to say that you can't enjoy yourself, that, Cancer, but being mindful of that potentiality of overindulgence that happens with the Seven of Cups there. But also with this card, you do have options as far as how you can heal these things, Cancer. But again, there's this energy of closure that is happening with the World card, because this is the last card on the major arcana train before we start over again as the Fool energy. And I feel that, yeah, there's, for some, this just like I'm getting this revisiting energy. This could be maybe in how we've been operating in certain dynamics, whether this be in work, whether this be in friends, whether this be in family, because the Three of Pentacles can be a card of collaboration. Maybe there have been some, I don't want to necessarily say deceptions, but I feel like how maybe something we how we figured a certain situation may have operated before. But it's like, hmm, it's, so let's say you have a certain way of operating with someone, Cancer, but people change over time, whether they do it consciously or unconsciously. People do change. And I feel this Seven of Swords and this Three of Pentacles is this sort of how, thinking that a relationship can only operate one way, but as you're noticing that things are changing, how does the relationship grow as well? I feel there's going to be this that's interesting. I feel like there's going to be this sort of, yeah, just sort of reevaluation here of like maybe some relationships. Like maybe this is with people, maybe this is with the place. And Cancer, I never tell you to quit your job or just up and moving things, but maybe this could be a job or something that we're just seeing is no longer doing it. We can't fly with this. In both instances, in these tens here, there's something that's preventing these witches from flying free there, Cancer, whether it be swords or whether it be wands. So energy or thoughts, just. And just one last thing with this energy, Cancer. The World card is Saturn energy, and it's a reminder that these things, this healing and stuff, does take time, from this healing the heart. Because you could have things from betrayals from family, from friends, and who knows how deep seated that could even be. But I do feel with that Seven of Swords, because it can be a card of trickery, deception, lying, and I feel like it's more so that line that this is it, that something defines you in a way there, Cancer. So let's get some more tarot on this, Cancer. Ha, there she is. See, Cancer, we're picking up Empress energy, and there she is, abundance. And it all feel like it comes from that healing, that Cancer. But hold on, let me get the rest of these cards here, because Empress and I can chat all day. All right, Cancer. And Big Papa, that's what's up. So you have the Wheel of Fortune here, Cancer, Jupiter energy, the Five of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the lovely lady, the Empress here, Cancer. While I was getting on this Empress kick, the Empress is this energy of, is this nurturing energy, Cancer. It's it's what do we need to put, because the Empress here, she's pregnant in this card, and she's building all this abundance around her, and like she's nurturing the things around. How do I want to put this? It's like this energy of, and not to say that you're pregnant, Cancer, but this more so feels like that when you nurture those kind of thoughts and ourselves within. Hot man, the words are right there, Cancer. The Five of Wands. I feel you feel this sense of conflict, or we feel this senses of conflict in ourselves when we are not doing things that fulfill us, Cancer. When we suppress our dreams, when we ignore these, or not even ignore, we might fear even this accomplishing something here, Cancer, making our dreams come true, because I feel for some that could be like it could show that we're more powerful than we thought, and we may have been telling ourselves again these lies with the Seven of Swords that we can't accomplish something. But you are more abundant, more powerful than you think. But it is listening to those intuitive guidance, knowing that you're high, because you are your higher self there, Cancer. It's not like this is just this, but it's this energy that we're working towards in this human experience. How do we express that higher energy here? But it is you that's guiding you. I feel like it's not this sense of, but even you knows that you need space. So it's like it's cool like that, Cancer. Even when you think about, like, really start breaking down that sort of like free will and things like that. But I do feel like when you allow yourself to nurture those dreams, those whatever you want to do inside of you, then it produces externally all the things that you want. That's when you start manifesting. The Empress is an excellent manifester. She rules, and then she takes this abundance that she builds, Taurus energy, and then shares that with others. Want others to the people that she holds close to her to share in that abundance as well, to keep that energy flowing, because it's not just about just taking, it's this or just receiving. It's how do you downloads, and then how do you manifest, what is that, how do we want that to express this go around there, Cancer. Look at you, your cup overflowing, things are sprouting out of the ground. It's fantastic here, Cancer. And possibly too, Cancer, interesting. So maybe for some, just as it resonates, if we've been thinking about babies, and that's interesting too, because I've even been kind of seeing randomly, kind of been, well, not randomly apparently necessarily, seeing these like adoption sort of commercials here. Maybe for some we might be thinking about that, possibly. Maybe there's been some troubles in which that's always a a tough thing there, Cancer. But I do, and I feel like too, especially being a Cancerian, that could be but I do feel that there are other ways of expression of this, and I know that it may not have been the way that we wanted, but it could be the way that the universe has divined it in a sense, in order for you to have this different sort of expression of this deep unconditional love that's flowing within you here, Cancer, with this Eight of Cups, or this Ace of Cups. And that's really nice there, Cancer. I like that. Let's get some advice from Mercury. All right, Cancer. Look at you. I'm with a Cancer. Oh, look at you, Cancer, King of Pentacles. All right, so you have the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. A lot of abundance here, Cancer. The Four of Wands, and then the Strength card here. And let's switch back over, Cancer, because I feel with this that as you get in this routine of healing there, Cancer, and whatever that's looking like for you, I feel it is remembering that you do have the strength to change your circumstances, and whatever that's looking like for you, that it doesn't just, we don't have to look at it, things, sometimes I'm thinking of that expression that, you deal with the cards that you've been dealt. And it may not seem like an impressive hand in that moment, but it does have, but it's just that we have to work with it where it does pop there, Cancer. You know, it would be, no, that's not a great example. Let me think of a better example. Well, basically, I feel like it's remembering that that anybody can get to this energy. And you got the Six of Pentacles here too, Cancer. Missed that one, but that anyone can get to this Empress energy, but it's figuring out where our strengths lie in a sense, but also I feel like too, it's like what brings you happiness. And I feel like that's what heals the heart, because the Four of Wands is like a portal card in a sense, and it's like this can be like a marriage card also, but I feel like it's that marriage between you and Source as you start passing through these checkpoints that Source sets up for you, these hurdles, this closing out of these kind of difficult energies there. And I feel like it's giving more to that, again, that heart space, that fulfillment, that energy that wants to manifest, and that wants to celebrate in this abundance. It gets you, I feel like it can really help get you grounded in it, Cancer. Because I mean, even like with the King of Pentacles, it's like the earth, he's so rooted in the earthly energies that the trees are like they're growing over him. He can't things can't help but grow around him. But I do feel as you give into these more healing energies, these sides of you that want to strengthen, that want to grow. It's even like when you say, because I was talking with someone and I was kind of looking at their chart, and they have like a bunch of, what would be like harder aspects. They have like a whole bunch of squares, but that means that they're here to experience stuff through challenges. But are they King of Pentacles? Absolutely. Just really, really just efficient manifester, Virgo. And so, it's just like you can make, there's wheel of fortune and abundance in all of our gifts there, Cancer. We just have to find the parts of us that need to heal, and what can we do to make our heart more complete so that we are expressing that inward and outward there, Cancer. So I like that. I think I'm going to leave that there, Cancer. A little something to think about. But if anything resonated with you, Cancer, if you like that, give it a thumbs up. And share this, Cancer, because I feel that this is a nice energy, that because we are really great nurturers as well, I feel like once you start healing that heart, your heart there, Cancer, then that just makes us excellent empaths to help others get into that routine as well. Express the things that work for you, and then how that energy even just translates and inspires others. And yeah, Cancer, share this and then subscribe there. Empress, hit that bell button, get notified on all these videos each day. And then last little bit there, Cancer. Check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign for your readings, but check your chart there, Cancer. How do you process things, and how do you think Mercury energy, or how do you do relationships and love, or where do you find yourself? Note your energies are restricted there, Cancer. And then come on over to my other channel, Alchemist 8. I do videos, weekly ones, yearly ones, monthly ones. I'm about to start the monthly ones here soon, Cancer, and it's a good old time. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get you surprise cards here. Ha! So I can get you out of here, Cancer. Here's Virgo. You love when you sync up with the energies, Cancer. You got the Hermit here. And how appropriate, for this waning gibbous this waning phase of the cycles. We have another little over a week before the new one. Reflect on the things that you can effectively let go there, Cancer, that are decreasing your efficiency. That's keeping you from getting your dreams organized. And I feel too, just because Virgo energy in a lower vibration can be ones that want to achieve this perfection energy, this energy of perfection. And I feel it's to there's a surrender energy that's coming through, and an understanding that of the things that you can control and the things that you can't, and making peace with that. And then I feel that can help move things a lot faster there, Cancer. And but let me get your other oracle card here so I can get you out of here, Cancer. Interesting. Thank you. All right, Cancer. So you have the Storm card here, and it's a card of disruption, chaos, and change. And Cancer, that's the way, that's how healing can happen. This kind of reminds me when we were talking about that Mars energy. Mars can be disruptive. It can come across as chaotic, but it's because it's trying to push us towards change. There's this discomfort, Five of Wands, that's happening here, that's stirring things up. That's interesting too, thinking about that. That is, if I'm remembering correctly, I want to say it's the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands. I get mixed up sometimes, but I want to say the Five of Wands is Saturn and Leo. And you got Saturn, the World card here, and Leo, the Strength card. And I feel that it is remembering that these conflicts, these chaos is pushing you towards this metamorphosis here, Cancer. And that's the dance in this life there. And I was listening to something where someone was talking about that one of their clients are just like, well, does it ever get easier with change? And it's just like, no, it really doesn't. And it's like but it is very similar to like working out. As you begin, it seems like running a mile seems hard, and the next thing you know, you can run a mile with ease, and you're pushing it to 3 miles, and it's like as hard as when it's like as hard, or maybe even harder than when you were working 1 mile, but you have accumulated so many more tools now that you're doing 3 miles from that. But there's growth that's happening. You have different breathing techniques. You have a different stride, a different, just approaching things differently, newer perspective there, Cancer. And so I feel like it's welcoming these disruptions, this chaos, those imperfections that do. And that's so funny. We were just talking about that with Virgo, like that, not embracing that unexpected. I love when Spirit does that. I was just like, wait a minute, I think I just said that. But yeah, getting comfortable in that change there, Cancer, and adapting that mutability of Virgo energy, which does heed to like, okay, this is out of sorts, so let's adapt. Let's do bump, 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 and that's the beauty of Virgo. So, all right, Cancer, I think I'm gonna leave that there. That's lovely. I like that, Cancer. So, you stay safe out there. All these changes and whatever it is that you need to heal there, Cancer. It's healing can be difficulty, but it can also be, once that discomfort passes through, it's rewarding. You lighten the load, and you get stronger, Cancer, as things start to unlock and as you start to grow. So you keep eyes on the moon, Cancer, because we are. And Cancer, I tell you this all the time. We're as far as cycles go, we are experts at it. We know when the moon is waxing and waning, and our emotions waxing and waning. So, I feel like it's making comfort with that. I really feel like it's just because that almost makes us mutable in a way that Cancer is very fascinating. But just little thoughts there, and I will catch you on the next one tomorrow.